This is Jewell Loyd. Most of you guys know me as a WNBA champion, an Olympian, college dropout, but let's add storyteller to that list. I'm bringing my amazing community, my experiences to you and everyone across the world. Welcome to the warehouse.
So Jewell, 2025 WNBA champ. How does that sound?
The Aces pissed me off.
Yeah, to say that this season has been a roller coaster for the Aces would be an understatement.
Many have been asking the question, are they even gonna make the playoffs this season?
Sixth straight victory for this Las Vegas team, a team that many thought was out of the playoff picture just weeks ago.
WNBA champions for the third time in 4 years. A dynasty declared.
It's lots to unpack, but let's go back to where it all started. Well, we're on the way to the famous warehouse where I grew up playing, where I grew up crying, training, blood, sweat, and tears. Some of the best pickup games I've ever had in my life. Some of the best basketball I've probably played in my life has been at the warehouse. Amazing hoopers have come. The guy who kind of created the culture, Steve Pratt. You hear happy faces when you think of Steve Pratt, or you're crying thinking of Steve Pratt. Either way, it's hard to pull the warehouse and Steve apart. It's low key in the cut. Like, you have to go through like this hidden road. It's always been like, you know, where is this place? But once you show up, you're like, there's no way this is the place that we're talking about where all these great runs happen. I guarantee you it is. You walk in there and then you're like, okay, like this makes sense. So it's somewhere I always go back to. And then bam, where all these cars are, you're at the warehouse. It doesn't look like a warehouse. It doesn't look like a basketball gym of greatness where, you know, your craft meets community. But guess what? It is. So let's go.
Yo! What up, champ?
How you?
How you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
I
To the
know.
warehouse.
Got here a little early. Had to check this
You
place
know,
out.
Just get a little shots up, you know, warm it up a little
Yeah.
bit. Get the hands
Yeah.
going.
I know, right?
Oh man, it's like one of the same. Basketball's everywhere, man. Crazy.
Oh,
How you been?
good.
Good?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, you know,
How you
yeah,
been? How's
same,
everything?
you know.
I know,
coming
right?
back from a crazy season,
I
but
know. Feels a little different though, right?
it does. But like, coming back here, man, so many memories. Like, working out, running like back and forth, reps. Like, I know how each one of these rims like sound. You know,
Yeah.
you miss. You know, you don't want to be on that
You
one.
got
That
every
one
sweet
shakes too
spot on
much.
the court.
Yeah, exactly.
You know where to catch it, where to shoot it at.
Exactly.
I love
so
that. I love
it's,
that.
It's always nice to come back, man.
That's awesome.
For real.
God. The amount of games that were played here.
So many.
The amount of runs.
First time I was here, it's like 6th grade. So like
Okay.
6th grade through like now. Like,
Wow.
that's so many years. That's so many reps. So many times sitting on those benches, like running to the mats,
It's like a second
diving
home,
on the
right?
ground. Like, you know, you have every single memory
Yeah.
of like, you know, your first time beating Steve going left. You know, he's like,
Damn.
yelling, like, force her left, like for years. You know, like the echo. of
You
this
got it
gym.
down?
Yeah. So cross that off the list. You know, like it's just.
Love that.
It's just
I can almost feel like the energy of Steve in here.
For sure. It has to be. Like, he's engraved in these walls. Like, at night, it's just like whispers. You know?
Yeah.
It's like just Steve's like all his
I
saves just
swear.
going back and forth.
I swear.
But
Like, I know we always talk about like the games, but like competition wise, like who have you seen come in here and like run with you?
If there is a,
What's like a wide range of that?
honestly, the amount of people who have played here and from, you know, middle school on and gone D1, gone to college, played overseas, played in the league, it's a lot.
Damn.
It's a lot of players. And I mean, Steve's been coaching for years, and he's probably has over, I mean, we asked him before, he's like, I
Yeah.
have over, I don't know,
100,000, yeah.
people, but he's probably accurate. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of people. I mean, most current, you know, Modest from the Bulls.
Yeah.
We've had runs in here, you know, and seeing him grow and, you know, all the little things trying to figure out his body, you know, he's
Yeah.
going so fast, and him and his brother playing in here. And, you know, it's just a lot of memories of just people that you're like, man, like, you're flying in from Kentucky to come work out here, flying from Canada to come work out here. It's like, in this place,
Yeah.
you're like, you got on a plane and flew to come
I
play at
know.
the warehouse. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not about the building, man. It's the people and what you learn here.
They really make it, huh?
Yeah.
So what's like a typical day in the warehouse for Jewell when you used to come up here, or even now, like when you come and train, like what is it like? Just when you
Man.
walk into those doors, like how we just did.
Yeah, you walk in just like that. Put your bag down on the bleachers. You know, put your shoes on. Music's playing. You gotta
Yeah.
have music in here, man.
Yeah.
Like for me, I have to have some kind of rhythm. Even when I'm working on my handles, dribbling to that. You know, we begin to do our form shooting, me and Monte, get everything, you know, together. All the fundamentals first. It has to be fundamentals.
So you
first.
built all your crafts here.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's the only place to do it. Is here at the warehouse, man. All your tools in the warehouse.
Yeah.
And you know, you go there for everything you need.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. What about the community? What about like people around you? I know you mentioned Monte, trainer,
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. I mean,
Some of the pivotal people here.
The list could go on and on. You know, our high school coach, Lou Matello, comes in here and watches. You know, my dad comes in here, and it's bigger than just basketball. You know, people come in here to feel something. You know, and the spirit of just, you know, competition and fellowship. It's all in one. And it's as much as we compete. You know, we huddle up in the middle in the circle around the warehouse, and you know, we go around and share like, you know, hey, like Danny today, hey, your 3-ball was on fire. Like keep working. Like that's gonna be really good for us. Or hey, like what's going on? You okay? Like we have conversations at the end, and it's really cool because you know, like you basically try to kill each other early on.
Yeah.
You know, and now at the
And you
huddle, you're
become-
like,
and
bro,
then
like
you're
your
friends.
family, anything
Yeah.
you need, I'm here. So you know, that's the big thing about, you know, the warehouse is that regardless of where you come from, who you are, you know, this basketball and this court is gonna bring you together.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That community aspect, the craft that you built. I mean, the games that you played. I know you were saying the scores go up to 200,
Yeah,
151, what is
100%.
it, 160.
Yeah.
How's the format of the games? Like, how do you guys run it?
161 is usually the score. If you have more people, then we're going up to like 230, depending on how tired we are. But yeah, it's 4 quarters. So we break it down to that. And if we have a scoreboard, you know, we shoot free throws. It's everything. It's legit. It's not just pick up basketball. It's like organized basketball.
Call your own foul?
Call your own. Defense calls fouls.
Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta have some ownership.
yup.
Yeah, if you foul, you foul. You
Yeah.
gotta man up and say you
That's true.
fouled. You know, so
That's
we have
true.
all that, and it's some of the best runs. And I mean, the best thing, like, you're gonna get in shape. You're playing 161.
Oh yeah.
You know, no sub sometimes. You gotta get in shape.
Oh, yeah.
So that's always a factor.
I'd rather hoop than go run a mile on the track.
100%.
You're not here
Man, I
a few
played a
miles on the
300.
track.
I played
Yeah.
300. You freaking run like 4 miles, man. Get
Yeah,
out of here.
man.
This is the second gym over here.
It's a little smaller, a
It's
little
smaller, more intimate.
more
You know, a
intimate.
little more intentional, right? You know, this is like if you got booted into this side of the gym, like it was like you're working on your craft because something's not able to connect to the big gym, right? So this is like a little more serious. This is where everything kind of came together. It was.
Yeah.
It's,
How were those training sessions when you had to come into here? What were you
know,
thinking? What was your mindset going
The best
into
part
it?
about this gym is so small that when you threw a ball, it came right back to you every time. You know, like you get so pissed, you just knew it was coming back. Down there, you gotta go get it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like so far.
Yeah.
You know, here you just throw it the wall, it comes right back. So that's my memories of being in
Who
here.
was pushing you in here? Who's your main coach in here pushing you?
Monte, DJ. So DJ is like you don't want to go see DJ. DJ's great. He's very technical. He's gonna work on all the little details, but he's gonna whoop your ass
Oh yeah.
constantly, and he does not get tired. Between him and my brother, they do not get tired. So if he's in here training you, you're gonna get a good ass workout, but it's gonna be brutal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be brutal.
So that shirt's gonna be
Oh man.
get all the sweat out when you wring it out.
Yeah, you're done. It's bad, but it's good. You know, you kind of need some of those workouts every once in a while to
Yeah, definitely.
reshape you.
So this is where like you had to really hone in on your mindset of how to get better each and every day you come in, perfect that craft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then be a part of that community when you go back into the gym, the
100%.
main
You want to
gym.
hurry up and
You
get
want to
back
go
over
back
there.
in
You
there
wanna
and
get the
play.
main
I don't want to
gym.
miss time, right? So you have to improve
Exactly.
here.
Yeah, and here you gotta get it done and survive here before you go out there for battle. You gotta. I mean, it's a different whole perspective.
You have any fond memories in this place more? This is more of like that hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, this was like all the finishing stuff because I could go back and forth and test my quickness. But this is the grind. This is like the stuff people don't see. As much as you want to work on your craft, you also don't want to be back here. But this is where everything happens.
It's necessary.
Yeah, you have to go through this process at least once in a while to kind of see where you are,
Okay.
test it out. So this is
Okay.
where everything is. Yeah,
Sick.
crazy man.
This is.
Yeah, no, it's wild.
I could imagine the summertime would be hot as hell. in
Yeah,
here.
it's just yeah, like I said, this is more intimate and
No, I feel it.
whew,
I
a little
feel it.
rough. Yeah, so go back to the other side. Other side,
Yeah.
that's where the magic happens, man. That's where the growth, that's where the biggest community is. That's where.
So like when you come back in here from there, it's what 3-on-3s, 5-on-5s, or is it just games going on mainly?
Mainly just, I mean, this is like 3-on-3 full court, 1-on-1 full court. Steve's crazy.
And not this way either.
No, it's full.
No.
Yeah, it's this way, man.
Okay.
It's
not up and down.
yeah,
this way.
no,
Okay.
it's all the way. I mean, he makes me do 100 threes back and forth, no rebounder in here. I mean, that's to put your mind and body through that, as a kid or as someone who's already struggling. Like if you're not confident in shooting it and he makes you do 100 threes, that could take you hours to make 100 threes if you can't shoot.
Yeah.
But he pushes you through it. I mean, this is like the real I mean,
But that's where the
mental-
mastery of your craft
Oh.
comes into, and then, you know, for your future self, you go back and you thank yourself, putting in the hours, putting in the work, and
For
mastering
sure.
it.
That's
So
fair. I mean, that's where, you know, that's where your craft meets community, man.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's all is. So that's where we're going. So let's.
our connection is crazy. For like a lot of people don't know, like, you know, for me, meeting Jewell was through our mutual friends, you know, through my community, my Assyrian community. So, you know, she grew up all with them,
Yeah.
going to school with them, learning all our phrases and everything
Yeah, of
like that. So
course,
she, you know, she's part of it too. So, you know, getting connected through there, and then, you know, when I was working and helping you out through, you know, whatever you needed, whether
Yeah.
it was, you know, getting your whip or,
Yep.
you know, being on the pod and whatnot, and we just kind of built a relationship from there. And, you know, the moment Ninos was like, you know, Jewell really wants to do this, and I'm like, all right, let's get it started.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, you know, like when we start a podcast, I need to be with someone who I'm, you know, not just friends with, but like has a connection with, understands me, understands how, you know, my life is, connections, and has the same ethos, and you know, someone I feel comfortable with, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like you look around, like this person maybe, this person, yeah, and I'm like, I know exactly who it's gonna be. It's gonna be Danny,
Oh, come on.
like for sure, you know. And I'm glad it works
Yeah.
out, you know, like with our schedule and everything, and you know, it's the perfect timing. You know, we
Yeah.
talked about it all the time, and
Always.
what we want to give and serve back the community, and how we want to do it, and the best way for us to do it, and the best way we're really good at is talking and communication
definitely.
and giving back to the people who want to listen. So.
Yeah, and it's not even always about hoops either. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we just chat about what we do every time we text. Like, oh, how you doing?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I'm
It's
doing
my
well.
life,
like
man.
sometimes you just
Yeah,
need that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You just need like a check-in. So
and you need a
it's like,
friend, man. Everyone
and
needs a
you need
buddy.
friends.
You know,
Exactly.
everyone needs a buddy. You know, it's not. It can't be all business.
And along the way, there's always been someone who pick you up.
For sure.
You know, it doesn't matter about sports and basketball, life, whether it be work, whether it be at home or what you're going through. Like, someone's gonna pick you up, right? Or
Always.
someone's gonna be around you to help you.
For sure, it's all about the community, and you know, we built that from the start, and we're still building it now. And now we're gonna build it to everyone who's watching.
Yeah.
So, like and subscribe to the Warehouse. We talk about the Warehouse, the stories, the building itself. You know, it doesn't look like a nice fancy gym. You know, nice new rims, nice new floors.
Heater's barely on.
He's barely on. You know, got to get it going a little bit.
I know, we
before
got the hoodies on.
You got to text the people before, you know,
know.
a little bit. Hopefully, you know, they rev it up in
Preheat
the back.
the oven.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, preheat the car.
But what makes this building have a strong foundation is the people, right? And this whole podcast, the whole idea behind it was built on the people.
Yeah.
So the people in your craft. And those two things resonate in this building. And why this building has the name that it does, why the people come back after so many years, why Olympians come back to this small ass gym, you know, in the cold wearing sweatshirts, you know, for 2 hours to stay warm, to get reps in, because you want to build your craft and you want to build the community.
Yeah.
And those two things are like our pillars for the show.
Yeah.
On top of our mindset and the mastery behind that and the future and the impact that comes along with that. But without the two foundational things, you can't really build anything out of that, right?
Yeah.
And I know that, you know, you have a foundation too. You have community too. And, you know, this is my warehouse, and this we talk about all the time. And now you're involved in this warehouse too. And this show is not just about me either, right? So like, what is your warehouse too? Like, what does the warehouse mean to you and your work? So I mean, for me, people know I constantly give the message, and we'll go into depth. But like, for you too, like, what is your warehouse?
I mean, my warehouse is my community too. I mean, like, and before I get into this, like, craft and community go so hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have one without the other almost. And for me, it was, you know, the people I grew up with. You know, my cousin. I didn't have any brothers, right? So I got 3 sisters who I could play sports with. You know what I mean? So I play with my cousins. All my friends are you know, basically my cousins grew up. We had a big group. We still have that group chat to this day, and everything we do, we used to go to Lifetime and have runs. We used to go to open gyms like this and just have runs, or, you know, we play pickup football, like we play home run derby. We would do all these things, like, and the shit talk and the banter and like the you know, in front of your face, it's like, I'm gonna talk so much smack to you, but behind your back, if everyone talks smack about you, it's like, no,
I got you. Yeah,
I got your
Yeah.
back.
Only I can do that.
I can do that, right? So that's my warehouse basically, is like my cousins, my upbringing, you know, my Syrian community, and like everyone else. Like, you know, I had friends at school and everything like that, but, you know, it's a different relationship between my friends at school than compared to, you know, my cousins. You know what I mean? And I have a big group, and and they're stretched everywhere now. You know, I got people here in Chicago, you know, in the burbs in the city. I got people in, you know, Arizona and California where I live now, and all over. And you know, we don't see each other every day, but when we do, it's just like back to how it was, right?
Of course,
so
of course.
That's basically my warehouse, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my community and my family basically, and the upbringing that I had with them.
the thing I find so fascinating about, this space is that we never knew who was going to walk through that door.
Mhm.
It could be, a regular person who works, from 9 to 5. It could be a person who's trying to get a D1 scholarship. It could just be a person who loves basketball and just want to watch the pickup games and runs. And that's what's cool about our podcast. It's like, it's not just for athletes.
Yeah.
It's for anyone who has a craft and wants to either build a community, join a community, talk about community,
learn something,
right? To give back and how to do that. And so that's what I always love. Is like, we'll be warming up and shooting, that door opens. Everyone's like looking like, who is it? Who is it? Who is
next?
it?
Yeah.
Then you don't know who it is. You're like, hey, who's that person? And now you find out, through the game, who this person is and why they love basketball, like why they want to come here and, and go to games 161, right? Like, you find out so much about people the more you show up and you talk about your craft and why they like basketball or why they like sports. And so that's what's cool about what we're doing now. It's like we're sharing that moment with so many people and we're learning from everybody. And that's the thing we don't want to limit. We don't want to learn just from one set of people. We want to learn from everyone who wants to share that story. So I think it's super cool. And I'm excited for you guys to learn about us, learn about people coming on the show, to continue to grow your communities. The stories we're going to show and tell are real stuff. And it's a privilege to be on here and to give that back to you guys.
Yeah, and it's gonna be genuine, real convos. We're gonna open up the floor to anybody, and the guests we're gonna have, it could be a Rolodex of guests from athletes to investors to people in music and media, and
I mean,
just to name a few, basically.
Yeah, you just got to come back in the warehouse and watch. So tune in. Continue to support us, share with your friends and community that the warehouse is here. We're all about that, and we want to continue to be epic and create forever.
For everybody, you're going to meet the people who are running this place, like the godfather of the warehouse, Steve Pratt, one of the best shooting coaches to basically exist in basketball.
I think so.
I
mean, I'm kind of sad we don't record our runs here because the games that have been played here.
Tell us about some of those runs.
Oh my God, epic! I mean, first off, a lot of times you go to open gyms, you're like, all right, game to 16, game 11, maybe game 21. If you're feeling good, or you haven't won in a while, you give yourself an extra 5 points, to win. These games go to 161. Sometimes you play to 230.
161.
161. Like
no BS.
No BS. Yes. And there's 4 quarters. We call our own foul. Defense calls fouls. You shoot free throws. I mean, we have charges. It's organized basketball from the most elite players you probably ever been in the gym with all at once.
So you're saying even that accountant who just got off his shift can give you buckets?
100%. It's happened multiple times. I mean, Steve, we talk about him now and, his game was unreal. It was like Steve Nash, with, a Klay Thompson with all of a sudden Kyrie finish. And you're like, how is this guy doing this? And and he's like talking shit to you, right? So he's talking shit to you, he's encouraging you, and doing that all in one sentence. It's like, this guy just scored at me, but he's telling me great defense, man. Maybe next time. Then next time, it's like he's constantly just evolving, and it's just amazing to see his growth as a player going to a coach, because it's hard to do that, simultaneously. But just seeing, Modest from the Bulls come here and we have reps and runs in here. And you have Jimmy Gavin, who has an amazing story. We'll definitely get him on the pod. I've just, he didn't have any scholarships going into high school, gets one his last senior year, goes plays at Bradley. Things happen in his life. And now he's running some big, company. And it's just amazing all the stories that people have from the warehouse and the runs, and all because we just wanted to play games of the 161 and compete every Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. And now these people are living their lives and all reminiscing about everything that happened in this building.
Yeah, it's like you never know who's going to pull up in that door.
Never. I'm telling you.
It could be someone from the Bulls, or it could be someone who just got out of the cubicle, but they're still going to manage.
You better
to give
tie
you
your
buckets.
shoes. Tie your shoes. Get your water and oxygen. Yeah, we play fast too. It's the only time out you get are the quarters and halftime. Besides that, we're up and down.
Get your cardio up.
Get your cardio
up. For our viewers and listeners, this is real authentic, real hoops, but in a podcast form, basically.
Oh, 100%. It's everything you go through. It's honest. I didn't really know if I wanted to be on a podcast to use my voice, but the best way to share stories and journeys and to grow is to really share the knowledge that you have. And I've been really fortunate to be in a lot of rooms with a lot of people that gave me a lot of knowledge and wisdom. And so my ability to give that back to you guys, something that I'm really passionate about and want to do and do it in a cool way. I think it's really cool that we're, emulating everything we know, the people that we know, the community, the crafts, things that we're trying to learn about too. We're learning as well. So it's not just us telling you this is step 1 to step 2. No, we're trying to take notes as well. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for you guys to get to know us again and, just be epic, create forever, and
Yeah. Everyone's got a different path. Everyone's got a different journey, and this is what we're here to explore it. So
exactly. Welcome to the warehouse.
So being here, all the games played, all the runs that you had, everybody you've met, and the lessons you've learned here, how has that impacted you as a pro, now a 3-time champion, and as a person?
The impact of the warehouse and the community that comes from the warehouse has, I don't think I would be where I'm at without the warehouse, without Steve, without Monte, and everyone who comes here every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah.
And allows me to get better, allows me to be vulnerable in a space, allows me to learn. They sacrifice a lot for me. They all want to see me do well, but there's been a lot of change in my life, whether you're playing overseas, whether you're going to college, people, different teammates, different coaches. But the one thing that always remained was the warehouse. The people here and the bond you share when you're, playing to a game 161 or you're running suicides after after the games, which we all do. We all do our 10 sprints after win or loss. And when you're in that grind with someone for years, for like 20 years, that bond is so connected. And so I've learned, the power of being collectively on a mission. I've learned, it's okay to have your bad days. It's okay to throw the ball at the wall a couple of times, to slam that door. I kicked that door a couple of times growing up 100%. It's okay to celebrate people. The best thing that we do, after every game is we circle up around this big logo here and we go around and each person has to say something that they saw someone did good that day, good or bad. And we praise everyone, and then we also, criticize, but collectively, and we encourage. And that's something that's also not normal, and sometimes it's uncomfortable, right? Yeah. So learning how to use my voice when I don't want to talk, learning how to praise people when they need to be praised, learning how to, rally the troops when they need to be rallied, all from the warehouse. And so these little things just don't go just for basketball, right? You can use all these things for life lessons. When you go into the workspace, and, I'm a business owner as well. So everything I've learned here, I've taken, off the court as well. So it's not just for sports. These are life lessons and habits that you build here. And that's also your craft as well.
You've given a lot to the community, especially here at the warehouse, and those people that you mentioned. Everyone was walking through those doors have been Tuesday and Thursday runs, the Steves and Montes, but like, how have they shown up for you as well? Like how much they have your back, but like how much have they supported you throughout your whole journey and your process?
That's the thing too about community, is that they had to show up. Right. And not because you asked them, but because they want to. Mm-hmm. And so this community here has been to championship games, been overseas with me with USA Basketball. They've been literally overseas to help me train. Almost every big thing that's happened in my basketball career, 2 or more 3 people from the warehouse have been there to support. And not, but like I said, I never asked them to. They're like, no, I'm coming. Like, we're buying a ticket, we're showing up, not just basketball wise too, birthday parties, things for my parents, my family. They always show up. And that's really cool to have a community around you that has seen the work you put in, and then they also see the benefits, right? Mm-hmm. They also see when things are shitty, and they're there to, hold your hand and help you through those periods too. So they show up, and that's the real cool thing, is that regardless of what's going on in your life, someone from the warehouse is going to reach out to you, check up on you, make sure things are okay, but then also be there to celebrate you when you need it.
So, for our viewers and listeners out here for this podcast, expect these kind of conversations, the realness, the authenticity, the genuine combos that come from a community craft and how to build it. Where mindset, meets mastery, and, where craft meets community, and that's what we're about. So to everyone listening out there, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you want more awesome content from us from the warehouse, make sure you tune in.